France went unbeaten through 6 straight World Cup matches, outscored their opponents 16 goals to 2, and looked like one of the 2 or 3 best teams left in the tournament. Then, in one night, it was over. And the scary part? Nobody saw it coming. Not even France. So what actually happened? Was it bad luck? Bad tactics? Did Mbappe just have an off day? Stick around, because the real answer is way more interesting than they just lost. Let's start with the complete picture of how France actually got here, because the run really was that good, and looking at it match by match tells you something important about how they were winning. Match 1, group stage, against Senegal. France won 3-1. A comfortable start, not a demolition, but a clear statement of intent. Match 2, against Iraq. France won 3-0. A cleaner, more clinical performance. The kind of result you expect from a team with a significant talent gap over its opponent. Match 3, closing out the group against Norway, away from home. France won 4-1, their most complete attacking performance of the group stage, and it sent them into the knockout rounds with a perfect record and a goal difference far ahead of anyone else in their group. Match 4, round of 32, against Sweden, 3-0 again. Same story, same level of control. Match 5, round of 16, against Paraguay. This one was different, a 1-0 win, away from home, their tightest scoreline of the tournament so far. It was also, in hindsight, the first real sign that not every opponent was going to be brushed aside the way Senegal, Iraq, and Norway had been. Match 6, the quarterfinal against Morocco, 2-0. Comfortable again, professional again, and it sent France into the semifinal with this complete record. 6 matches, 6 wins, 16 goals scored, only 2 conceded. Statistically, one of the most dominant runs of any team left in the competition. Now let's get into the match that actually ended the run, because the box score alone doesn't explain what happened. You have to look at every number together. Possession, Spain 51%, France 49%. Essentially even. Nobody controlled this match territorially in a meaningful way. Total shots, France 14, Spain 10. On raw shot volume, France was the more attacking side. Shots on target, France 4, Spain 2. This is where the story starts to shift. France created more shots overall, but converted a smaller share of them into real goalkeeper tests. Goals, Spain 2, France 0. Spain scored on both of their shots on target that led directly to goals. France's 4 shots on target produced nothing. Corners, France 7, Spain just 1. Another attacking stat that favors France heavily, and another one that didn't translate into the scoreline. Fouls, France 11, Spain 12. Essentially even, no real disciplinary imbalance. Offsides, France 4, Spain 5. Also close, suggesting both teams were pushing their offensive lines aggressively. Cards, France picked up 2 yellow cards, Spain 1. Nothing that shaped the outcome of the match directly. Look at that full list together, and a clear pattern emerges. France dominated almost every attacking volume stat. Shots on target relative to Spain's low shot count, and corners. Spain dominated exactly one number that actually matters on a scoreboard. Goals. Spain's first goal came in the 22nd minute, early enough that France had the rest of the match to respond, but late enough that Spain had already shown they could break through France's defense when it mattered. France's response was to make an early substitution around the 30-minute mark, adjusting personnel while the match was still very much alive at 1-0. It didn't change the pattern of the game. Spain doubled their lead in the 58th minute, and from that point forward, France's approach became increasingly reactive. They made substitutions at halftime, then again in the 57th minute, then twice more in the 72nd minute, and finished the match having used all 5 of their allowed substitutions, searching for any combination that could produce a goal. None of it worked. Mbappe played all 90 minutes up front, and never really got a clean look at goal, kept quiet by a Spanish backline anchored by Pau Cubarsí and Aymeric Laporte that appeared to have a specific plan for containing him. Factor 1. Opponent quality jumped significantly in this match compared to every previous one. Senegal, Iraq, Norway, Sweden, Paraguay, and Morocco are all legitimate international sides, and beating all 6 of them in a row is a real achievement. But Spain's midfield trio of Rodri, Pedri, and a 19-year-old Lamine Yamal playing like a veteran represented a different level of control in central areas than France had faced across the previous 6 matches combined. Factor 2. Conversion efficiency completely inverted between the two teams. Across France's 6 wins leading into this match, they'd scored 16 goals, an average of well over 2.5 goals per game. In the one match where it mattered most, that scoring touch disappeared. 14 shots, 4 on target, 0 goals. Spain, by contrast, needed only 2 shots on target in the entire match to end France's tournament. Factor 3. The response came too late and too spread out to matter. 5 total substitutions across 90 minutes is a lot of tinkering, and it usually signals a coaching staff searching for answers in real time rather than executing a plan that was already working. Compare that to the calm, professional performances France produced in wins like the 1-0 result over Paraguay, where they didn't need to force 5 changes to see out a low-scoring game. There's a broader point buried in these numbers that applies beyond just this one match. A long unbeaten run through a group stage and early knockout rounds is a genuinely reliable signal of squad depth and consistency. It tells you a team can handle different opponents, different match states, and different tactical problems over 6 matches. What it does not reliably predict is a single high-stakes match against the best team left in the competition playing near its ceiling. Spain didn't dominate this game in the way the scoreline suggests. They were essentially even on possession, they were outshot 14-10, and they only won the corner count 1-7, but they were ruthless with the 2 chances that mattered. And France, for the first time in 6 matches, wasn't. That's the complete breakdown of how a team that won 6 straight matches, scored 16 goals, and conceded only 2 across the entire group stage and early knockout rounds, still went home in the semifinal. More shots, more corners, almost identical possession, and still a 2-0 loss. Because in the end, Spain needed 2 shots to become finalists, and France needed just 1 goal from 14 attempts and never got it. Let us know in the comments which stat surprised you the most, and subscribe for more tactical breakdowns as this World Cup heads into its final matches.